Hello everybody and welcome back to Pokemon 3Ds. And last episode when we left off, I deselected the emulator to make a marker in my audio because I'm recording these back to back after all. Because again, I'm trying to build up a bit of a backlog so that I won't fuck up as badly in the future. In this episode we're going to do a lot of catching ideally, so let's go get some more Ultra Balls because now we have some more money again. I'm going to limit myself to 15 more Ultra Balls because we already have like 9 in the bag, so now we should have like 24, we're going to say 34, that doesn't make any mathematical sense. And in today's episode we are going to mash through some dialogue. I think we can catch 3 Pokemon today, potentially 4. I don't know for sure. My Pokédex has been upgraded, so I finally have different species, like differences in species, like male-female differences. Did it say that? Because surely that's not a national dex, is it? It very well still could be. I'm not entirely sure. I don't really care too much. That's the next gym leader. Hello, Skylar. One thing I'll give this game is that it actually involves gym leaders more than just sitting in their own house all day long, which is kind of nice. Anyway, so first things first, we can go up here to Route 7 and catch ourselves a Pokemon. But I'm actually going to take this thing over here because I don't want to encounter any of the trainers. There's just one trainer. I would have encountered way more trainers if I didn't go over there. But this is a rotation battle. Okay, it's our first rotation. No! Bad. Fucking bad. Level 32 as well. Okay, this is problematic. Because rotation battles are really annoying and difficult. And there's also a Zekrom in play. I guess I rotate out into something that can hit everybody, which would be definitely not wall. So probably rotate out into you and use side beam. Let's do that, yeah. So you don't rotate. Gyarados can probably take that fairly well, eh? Yeah. At least I take the Ice Fang without too much trouble. Let's see if we have anything that can take care of. I mean, as soon as the Gyarados is gone, I feel good going into Bacon. Oh, I can go into Back, actually. Now, Back can probably do a little bit more. Let's go into Back. Back-on! Illusion is such a fun ability. I don't even know if it's called Illusion. So, do you have like your Terravolt or whatever your attack is yet? Because I doubt that you do, but you might. And I don't trust you. So, surely your attack stat is higher than mine. Surely. You're a legendary Pokemon. Your file is lower. But surely foul play is worth the time. Maybe not quite. I took that remarkably well. That makes me happy. Let's see what Night Slash does just to compare. Just so that I know that I'm not going crazy, and maybe I'll get a critical hit. Okay, so foul play did significantly more damage, is what we're learning here. I was gonna say, I can just use foul play and kill you, or even with Night Slash kill you at this point, but there's a real good chance that you're going to rotate, survive whatever I do, and attack me with that Pokemon and kill back. So we're not going to do that. Instead, we're going to heal back, back up. Exactly what I thought. And then you use Leah. Of all things. Because why exactly did you do that? I don't know. I'm gonna Night Slash you and do way more damage against you than I ever did against Zekrom. Point in case. No. No! No! Fucking hell! I hate hail. It was a critical hit as well. Of course it was. Why wouldn't it be? I'm fairly certain that I will outspeed. Actually, no, I will not. I will most certainly not outspeed. Let's use Assurance, just... I was kind of afraid that Flame Charge wouldn't take out the Gyarados. Now you add insult to injury. You already killed one of my Pokemon, now you paralyze my other best Pokemon. We need something good to replace Zoroark. We need something real good. I think Flame Charge should take out anything at this point. Especially the Blossom. I guess I can get back to full speed if I use Flame Charge one more time. I mean, I'll still get fully paralyzed every so often, but it'll help. At this point, there's really no reason to take any risks, as getting hit by a water type move would be devastating. So let's instead just... A Sky Uppercut will kill the Gyarados. It'll especially kill the Zekrom. So bye-bye Zekrom and give me a shit ton of experience, please. And Wall, especially with that lucky egg. I mean, I still lost one of my most valuable Pokemon. But we'll be fine. We'll be fine without it as well. We'll be totally fine. Even Leech Seed might take it out in like... Well, probably 2 turns actually. Let's Sky Uppercut because the combination of Sky Uppercuts, even if it doesn't kill with... Yeah, it killed. With the Hail, would have killed it anyway. Because we know Hail can kill things! It can kill things very, very well, as a matter of fact. So yeah, let's go back to the Pokemon Center real quick and drop off our dead Pokemon. Actually, let's go into the tall grass here, into the shaken grass, and see what our encounter will be for this. A Monferno! That is disappointing, because it's the exact same typing we already have. Sheet of Knowledge. Do I still have you open? I do not, but there should be in my recently opened items in my Google Drive. Talking about which, how? Okay, still have 15 hours of uploading to do. No, you're not, because I opened some business-related documents. So I don't have to go back through Discord again. In the meantime, I might as well, like, use Mark Punch, see what it does. And I don't think I've had a Chimchar yet. Did you also use Mark Punch? I think you also used Mark Punch. Wow. So, what about Chimchar? No? Why am I staying in against a Monferno? Am I an idiot? Holy hell, that could have gone badly. That could have gone so poorly. Oh, I should not have done that. You guys were screaming at me, I'm sure, but that was a mistake. I'm on the clock now, so let's catch this dude and not use a Hyper Potion on it, maybe? I guess we Ultra Ball. We also have other balls. I entirely forgot about that. It shouldn't be that big of a deal. It's 1, it's 2. I already know what I'm going to name it, by the way. I'm going to name it Wukong. Son Wukong, like from the Journey to the West. Because surely, I mean, that's not necessarily what this is based on, but actually, it kind of probably is, because it's a fighting monkey. Yeah, no, this is probably based on Son Wukong, actually, now that I think about it. I don't know how to spell it. I'm not Chinese. I'm very sorry. So we're just gonna go with this, and I'm going to do a spell check just before we enter it, because I don't want to look like an idiot for the rest of the series. I just want to look like an idiot for now. If I Wukong The Monkey King, known as Sun Wukong. Yeah. That seems to have been spelled properly. So, okay, we have Wukong on the team. Except it's not really on the team, is it? Because, obviously, we already have Bacon. And they might as well be the same Pokemon. I mean, they learn slightly different moves. Who fucking Ray? Other than that, I mean, they're the same typing. And I know there's more Pokemon that share similar typings. I mean, Blaziken also has the same typing. And there's a lot of poison and bug types. Well, combined. I don't mean there's a lot of poison types and bug types. I mean there's a lot of poison and bug types. I'm sorry, Back. You were very useful for a very short time. Actually, not that short. I've recorded all of the episodes where you were useful today, but it was like a week's worth of episodes. So I guess we'll be taking Wi-Fi with us again, because Wi-Fi actually is a somewhat proper level still to use. So that is that. And I think actually going to the east here, we can already enter a different route, which should allow us to capture another Pokemon before moving on. Maybe it's going to be a good one, I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, it doesn't actually look like we... Maybe I misremember that as in a city, or this specific city in Pokemon Black and White too. I don't remember. So yeah, we did catch a Pokemon here, so let's just try to avoid as much of the grass as possible at this point. Wait, is this... Oh, this is where you first see Tornadus or Thunderous, I think. I'll just spam through that. Okay, so maybe it's not. Never mind. I don't know if I'm going in the right direction, honestly. I think I might not be. Which means that I must be going somewhere. Okay, this is a Twist Mountain. This is definitely the wrong direction because I can't even go in here yet. And this is the way to the next city. So we'll be coming back here soon. Like in 2 episodes time, so it's not that soon. Let's just jump off here. Is that double encounter grass? That would have been nice to know. I mean, I guess getting the Monferno wasn't that bad of a thing, so I probably should just not be complaining. But having 2 choices, and another grass that would have been nice as well, honestly. Semi-Sage. I wouldn't have minded the Semi-Sage. I would have actually been kind of happy with a Semi-Sage. I thought that was a trainer battle. And I think that's the exact trainer. This dude is the exact trainer, or the guy, the next one. I think it's this one though. It's the exact trainer that ended our last run. I also did not heal when I was at the Pokemon Center. I am an idiot. But I have a Cherry Berry, so might as well. Because I got it from one of those rangers, I think. Berries. I have 2 Cherry Berries. Wow, it's like I'm rich. HP could be in a better place though. I'll admit that readily. Oh, okay, so we get our chance at revenge. I swear to God, if you have a Registeel, I'm gonna lose my mind. You have a Glalie, which might as well be a Registeel, right? I shouldn't. I will. But I shouldn't. I shouldn't have. There's a chance the Sky Uppercut misses, and a Hail Boost at like any Ice Out move would have annihilated me. So, that was a real bad idea on my part. I wish I had a Dark type right about now, but a Bug type will have to do against this Psychic Pokemon. I wish I had something with like Night Slash or something like that. I mean, Acreus, it'll do, as you can see. It does a decent amount of damage. It one-shots as a matter of fact, so that's more than just decent. You mock me. You mock me with the child of my deceased friend. The way cuter version of it, by the way. I fucking love Zoroark. Zoroark is cool, but Zoroark is, like, top tier. If you ask me, you can get a free plushie of any Pokemon in existence right now. It might be, like, Chespin, or Froakie, or, what is the fire starter from Gen 8? That's also a nice one. But Zoro was definitely up there in the potential options I choose. If you gave me like a plushie of choice, because Zorora is like, it's made to be merchandise. I am fully aware. Like, Zora Walk is made to be an action figure, and Zora War is made to be a plushie. Nobody has, like, any objection to that, because that's just true. That being said, how far are we into this episode? Pretty far. I need to hurry up, because there's going to be quite a lot of trainer battles here, and also a wild encounter. So we're going to use the speed button a little bit. Gastrodon! You see, I have a grass type. You're usually annoying because I don't have grass types, but now I have a grass type, so... And I get my HP back from you as well, which is amazing, because you actually have a lot of it as well. Oh, Mud Bomb. That actually does more damage than it should for a not very effective move. That is worrying. Okay, next up. Need to, like, pick up the pace a little bit. Electros, that is problematic, because Electros actually, unless you can, like, ground it with a grounding move, or you can give it, like, one of those heavy ball items, it's actually one of those Pokemon that doesn't have a weakness. Because the only weakness Electros has, I'm pretty sure, is ground. But it also has levitate. I think that's how that works, right? I'm fairly certain that that is correct. I will Sky Uppercut you. I don't know what your typing is to make it that way. That's just one of those random bits of trivia that I do remember. Though maybe... What typing are you? I'm gonna have to look this up. Because I feel like I might just have misremembered something, because Electros. Let's see. Probably PokemonDB.net is better than Bulbapedia for this, because... Yeah, okay, so effectiveness typing against Electros. Oh, it does a really bad job at showing you on PokemonDB. Okay, so don't go to PokemonDB, we're going to Cerebi, because Cerebi actually, like, shows you properly. Its typing is pure electric, and as such, its only weakness is ground. Yeah, its only weakness is ground, but it also has levitate. So, and since Psychic type, not Psychic type, what's Fairy type? Since Fairy type is a thing, Sableye and Spiritomb now have a weakness. So I think Electros is literally the only Pokemon who has no weakness. I think. I mean, again, you can negate Levitate as an ability through, like, Mummy, for instance, or I think Gravity, that's what it's called, right? Smackdown. If it, for some reason, used Roost, I don't even think it can use Roost, but if it did, that would do it. Again, I think there's an item which also negates... I know, okay, hold on. I think it's called the Heavy Ball. It negates the type effectiveness of Flying type, but I don't know if it also, like, grounds Levitate users. I'm assuming that it does, but I am not entirely sure. There's multiple ways of getting around Levitate, is what I'm trying to say. But that only, like, works if you know that you're going to be facing an Electros. Because if you don't know, you don't build a team just in case. With something like that, just in case you fight on Electros, because usually you don't need that kind of stuff. Because if you have a Flying type... Wait, what? Oh, that's the wrong berry. That makes perfect sense. If you know that you're going to be, like, fighting a Flying type, you just bring a Rock type, or an Electric type. But obviously, that's not going to fly. You see what I did there? In this scenario, so... I think this should... Yeah, Wild Pokemon, thank you. And our encounter for this is going to be a... Have we had a Geodude before? I feel like we have not. Geodude, we have. It was Precious. Okay, I remember Precious. I don't remember it being a Geodude, but... The sheet of knowledge says so, so surely it must be the case. Okay, so I'm going to be running into Geodude here, is what I'm learning. I guess maybe next floor has a potential other encounter. Now I'm encountering them all. Literally every Geodude in existence suddenly wants to fucking fight me, apparently. You do notice that I have a grass type up front of my team, right? Maybe it's not a great idea as being a Geodude to throw yourself at me. Just saying. I would very much like to prevent a lot of trainer battles here if possible, because we're kind of at the end of the episode. And I do want to get to the next floor, which might be just like the top. No, so maybe we can actually run into a different encounter here, but there's gonna be some trainer battles first. This might be a long episode. As a matter of fact, if this keeps up, it might be a two-parter again. If it's like longer than 40 minutes, I'm probably gonna turn it into two parts again. Though I don't know that for sure yet. I guess Mozart will do. One thing that I'll give, like, Mozart credit for is that it permanently has taught me to think, when I see a grass type, I can also use bug types to take care of that. I've always had the issue with the Ludicolo line of, what do I use against? Because fire doesn't work. And then there's flying, but I don't always have a flying type. For some reason, I never internalized that. Of course, it's another Pokemon that I can't catch. I never internalized the fact that I could also use bug types against it. And the same with Psychic, really. Psychic types, I've never really internalized the fact that you can use bugs against them, because I usually just go for the Dark types. So, if anything, this playthrough has taught me a lot about bug types. And I appreciate that, because bug types do need a little bit more love, even if they are really, really useless. Like 95% of the time. There's 5% of the time that you need them. You really need them. Sure, But you see, when it's a flying Psychic type, that's where the issues start happening. I guess we also have hacks. I really need Shadow Ball on Helena. Helena doesn't learn any moves through level up because it's a stone evolution, which sucks real bad. So I'm stuck to just giving it TMs at this point. I am using, whenever I level it up through Pokéhex, I am using Miss Trevis's learn set, not Miss Magius, because I didn't choose to evolve it, so I feel like I should get that option. Also, I guess technically speaking, I don't know how that works with pre-evolutions, but I guess technically speaking, if I went to the move relearner, I might be able to teach those moves to it anyway. Maybe not, I don't know. What happens if you get a Pokemon that doesn't learn any moves, but its pre-evolution does learn moves? To the move relearner. I feel like you should be able to get the pre-evolution. Oh, look! It's a different Pokemon, but you know, Portobello is already on the team, so could you please look the other way? I very much appreciate that. No? Oh my god! The moment I ran past it. I've never had that happen before. That was amazing. Can you please heal me? And now I have to fight you first, but that's amazing. Oh my god, I love that. I don't love this though. That is less than ideal, I would say. Negative right now, see what happens? It'll be neutral, but it'll at least replenish my... that is kind of pathetic. And now you're going to outspeed me. So let's see what Sky Uppercut does. Because Sky Uppercut seems to have been the answer to all of our problems up until now. So it might be the answer to this problem as well. It's close enough. Of course, you... That makes sense. You're a nurse. Of course we have potions with you. That makes total sense. So, yeah, Portobello is not the way to go with Kingdra. But then what is? What is even super effective against Kingdra? Because it's a dragon. Dragon type, a fairy type. The fairy type doesn't exist yet. Dragon type is super effective against it, but what else is water weak against? It's electric, which gets negated by dragon. Grass, which gets negated by dragon. I feel like I'm forgetting something. And Dragon's only weak to Dragon and Ice, but Ice gets negated by Water. And I don't have an Ice type move anyway, and I don't have a Dragon type move. So... we go into... Bacon and hope that it doesn't have Surf? It won't have Surf because it has a level up moveset, but it might have like Bubble Beam, which would be bad. It definitely outspeeds everything I have at this point, so... let's see what Arm Thrust does. You have Brine. I took that well. I took that real well. Please hit 5 times. You hit 2 times. Okay, let's switch back out. Wi-Fi. You're back on the team. Welcome. Make yourself useful. Please. Brine shouldn't do that much against you, right? Could be worse. Unlikely that you have an item. What has more power? Slam or Stomp? I'm not going to lock myself into Rowlet if I don't need to. Stomp is 65, Slam is 80, but Slam has a higher chance of missing, though I don't really have the luxury of nitpicking at this point, so I'll go Slam. And we have the defense on the team that we were talking about, I think at the end of the last episode now. Now that Wi-Fi is back on the team, we've got the defense, which also can like be offensive. So I think with Wi-Fi back on the team, we don't really have a reason to keep Wall around. If we have a better encounter, that is, because obviously so far we've not been getting very lucky with our encounters in here, because everything in here is a Dupe's Claws. Somehow, let's heal you before we do anything else. Don't want to make any major mistakes here. If this thing lives, it'll probably outspeed me anyway, and it pulls out like a Rock Blast is what I was going to say, but this is not more dangerous, but definitely more annoying. Okay, Tail Slap, which makes a lot more sense, and you do not have Skill Link. That is good, because if you had Skill Link, that's kind of the thing I was afraid of. Gonna be honest with you. So, Bacon, if you could please wake the fuck up. That would be so much appreciated. You didn't wake the fuck up, did you? I guess we use another potion on you because you're the only thing that has a fighting type move. And it's not even that good. I really need somebody to like get break. I'm an idiot. You're not the only thing with a fighting type move at all. The Portobello probably can't live and move. And you don't have anything to put them to sleep? I was thinking maybe Helena has like Hypnosis or something. So the best thing I can do is just hope that I don't die here from a Tail Slap. And that I wake up and Arm Thrust you like 5 times in a row. I hit twice. That is a 2. It's the lowest amount of times I could have hit. I didn't even need 5, I needed 4. I got 2. At least it wasn't 3 times, at which point you probably would have healed. So, I guess that's... No! 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 I know that I'm wasting Hyper Potions, and we're going to need to buy new Hyper Potions for the next one. I also know that the only reason that I'm fighting this girl is because I wanted to be healed, ironically enough. I don't even think there is a battle up on the top. So I don't know why I needed to be healed. Well, this is way more bothersome. And she only has 2 Pokemon as well. I don't know what the fuck is going wrong here, but thank you for avoiding it in your sleep somehow. I haven't uploaded the last episode, or 2 episodes ago yet, where I asked about the difference between avoiding and missing. I'm still very curious about that. I'm sure by the time this goes up, I'll have an answer. By the time I'm recording this, I have no idea. So, you better heal me now. Thank you. And there's more. Of course there is. Look the other way. Just look the other way. I don't want to fight you anymore. I don't want to fight any of you anymore. I'm just gonna walk here to get an encounter. Please. Thank you. I think this is a dupe's clause, because I think I've had a Hypno. I've had a Hypno. He was called Z's. He was a good boy. Or girl. I think we got it in Gen 1, so it was a real good genderless. If you're not gonna look the other way, I'll just walk in front of you. Fine. If you want to fight, I'll kick your ass. It's a good thing that I did get to heal, by the way, because apparently this is not the top tower, the top layer of the tower. Okay. Still, could be a huge mistake to do this, but it will be satisfying. One of these days, this is going to go horribly wrong. Me using Sky Uppercut against ice types, but it's satisfying to see them just absolutely melt down. Well, not literally, because punching something doesn't make it melt. Trapinch. I don't think Trapinch is a dragon type yet. I think Trapinch is a pure ground type. So we can Mega Drain it? Maybe? Yeah, we can. And it was a critical hit, which I don't think necessarily mattered. Let's see if we get another encounter which is not a dupe's clause. It doesn't look like it. I think you can get like moving grass or like bird drop down encounters on the top of the tower as well. So we might have to resort to that, because everything... This is Dupe's Claws Tower. That's what this episode is probably going to be called. It's Dupe's Claws Tower. Or like Dupe Tower or something like that. Because everything in here I have already caught. Which is kind of the downside of having more than 3 boxes full of dead Pokemon. Is that, yeah, you're going to run into a lot of Dupe's Claws. There should be the opportunity for me to encounter something here. I think. Maybe. I don't know. Ring the bell. Let's ring the bell. Maybe that gets me a Pokemon encounter? I don't remember. Maybe not. No. Okay, so no, it does not. But maybe it triggers the possibility of encounters to, like, appear here? That would be neat. That would be really neat. Let's walk around here for a bit and just see if there's no encounters here. I might just look... Oh, there is just straight up normal encounters here, and it's a... It's not even just a Dupe's Clause, it's a bad Dupe's Clause. One that hasn't died yet, admittedly. Finally something new. It's a grass type. I asked for grass types before. I'm kind of like good on grass types. But I'll take it. I'm actually not good on grass types because if Broadbellow dies, I don't have any of us. So... That could have been bad. After all that time, I could have just instant killed with a priority move. Which is a 40 base power move. Do I have Technician? I might. I haven't really looked into that. I think Breloom gets that, right? There's a possibility. I don't think I would, but there's a possibility. Bellow's name. We're going to call you... we're going to... I'm just gonna close my eyes and your name will start with a... With a query, okay. That doesn't work that well, apparently. Your name starts with a delete! One of these days this is gonna work. Your name starts with a Y. That's a really difficult name. I don't know any names that start with a Y. So let's start with an N instead. Let's call you Nina. See, sometimes that works, that strategy. I now have to go all the way back down, don't I? Because nothing I have can learn Fly. I did get to Fly HM. But... what good use is it to me if nothing on my team can learn Fly? So... yeah, we're probably... Actually, we're about 40 minutes in. I'm probably just gonna cut this in two. Gonna be honest with you. Poliwrath would have been a DUPE clause as well. Just pointing it out. It would have been a DUPE clause as well. Everything is DUPE clause, somehow. It's kind of insane how all the dupes just happen to live in one area. Which also means that most of the Pokemon in here are Gen 1 through 4. Just by virtue of me already having them. So yeah, likely I'm going to make my way back down, and by the time we get there, the entire recording will be 1 hour 15 because it's last episode and this episode. But this episode is probably last episode and this episode, so it was 2 episodes ago and this episode. And I don't know which of these trainers are already for, so we might have to battle one more trainer, and we might accidentally run into a trainer on the way back. And I didn't anticipate recording 2 episodes back to back today. Well, I anticipated 2, but I didn't anticipate a 3rd, because I didn't think it would take this long to get to the top of this goddamn tower. Had I known that, I probably would have done the catching of one of the Pokemon at the end of last episode, and then done the rest of all of this in this episode. But I didn't know all of that, so here we are. I found a Hyper Potion. I've used quite a lot of those today, against a nurse of all things. Because somehow the nurse was the most difficult fight we've had in this entire recording session. Oh. Sure, let's fight you. Why not? It's not like I want to end off this episode and just go have a life. No. I've recorded for an hour. I'm not very sweaty and I'd like to open a window or anything. No, at all. So let me see, let's not stay in for that one. Let's go into bacon for that one. So yeah, next episode we're probably going to have no changes to the team because we got a Palil and a Monferno. Both of which are pretty much useless to me right now because I already have a fire fighting type and I have a grass fighting type. Which is better than a grass nothing type. Because coverage is very nice to have. It also makes me weaker to Psychic, but I also have Kricketune to take care of any Psychic types. I used to have a Dark type as well, but used to. It's dead. It died through a critical hit in a rotation battle. I don't like rotation battles. I never have. Actually, I kind of like the idea of them. I just think that they get way too complicated for my personal liking, but that's just because I'm stupid and not because they're bad necessarily. Anyway, a Donphan would also have been a better encounter than a Monferno, I'm gonna be honest with you. That is assuming that Bacon doesn't die. Bacon sooner or later will probably die, at which point I'll be very happy to have Wukong on the team. Also, did I just get a text? No, I did not. So I don't know what that sound was. No, you don't. I'm not going to fight you. I refuse to fight anybody else. Oh! The vibration of my phone sounds a lot like Miltank's cry, apparently. Which is just marvelous. Please. Thank you. I already fought you because you were the fucker that killed my Zoroark. And I don't want to fight any of you because I don't want to lose anything. That was almost bad. I don't know why she didn't fight me. I am okay with not fighting because I want to end up this recording. Again, it's been a long one. I was planning to edit this all today as well, but sure as hell I ain't doing that today. I'll probably do it tomorrow. And I'll probably not do any of the Kingdom Hearts grinding anymore because this entire recording session went on for 20 minutes more than I expected. Which, to be fair, I was probably going to do more than 20 minutes worth of grinding, but I'm not going to fit that over into tonight. I'm just going to sit back, relax, and do nothing. Do I even have a face cam anymore? Or has my cam died? It has not died! That is wonderful! The battery is probably very, very low, so I'll see you all back next time when we're taking on the 6th gym in the Unova region. We're probably going to die very badly. And then maybe next episode we'll also do some more encounters, because I don't think it's a very long gym. Depending obviously on the gym leader fight itself. But as far as the amount of gym trainer battles goes and how long the puzzle takes, I don't think it takes particularly long in this generation. Or in this version of the game. In Pokemon Black and White 2, there's like the whole wind mechanic. But I think this is the generation where you, it's both the same generation. I think this is the game where you have the cannons, right? And the cannons, they don't take that long to complete. So we might make our way to that cave where you usually find Cupchew and Beartick, I think, and gather around cannons for there as well. But we'll be doing that next episode. Until then, I've been Vlogger. You've been awesome. As always, bye.